Then he's going to be followed by Wise Guys in Salt Lake. Then he's also going to be at the King Center. Then Genesee Theater in wherever Comedy Zone. Thank you guys. Great show. Make sure that you write a comment, very positive, and then leave a 5-star review wherever you listen. Thank you guys. Take care. See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, binaries and non, it is your boy Kevin of Swervin' Media. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. I'm having a great one myself. I had the opportunity to speak with Alex Jones, and my god, that was amazing, let me tell you that. In today's video, we're going to be going over this recent clip that came out from Sam Tripoli and Bryan Callen. We're going to go ahead and call Bryan Bureaucratic Bryan in this one, because he usually always leaning towards the side of the bureaucrats, you know, the ones that write the laws and force the laws and all about policy and stuff. He envisions himself as some sort of philosopher of a kind, some dude who like really knows politics and policy, and you know, he's a man with his man-tears. So he really loses his cool in this clip, and it is amazing to see. I hope that you get as much enjoyment as I did out of this, because I thought this was absolutely beautiful. Anyways, before we get into that, please like and subscribe. Just hit the fucking thing. Do it, motherfuckers. Come on. Help me out.
You are here.
I am.
Because of science.
No,
because of measurable science. So
no,
all the
I'm here because my
fruits
dad
and
went to
vegetables,
Pound
all the
Town.
fruits and vegetables you eat,
Yeah.
they're grown through science.
Yes.
They get here. They get here through science.
What?
Because we've harnessed not only the electromagnetic field, but we've also harnessed a way to keep parasites and bugs away from the fruits and vegetables you eat every day.
Okay.
We also know how to grow food, thanks to figuring out a way to put nitrogen in the soil, which used to be very, very difficult. So you've never gone a day without being hungry because of science.
Okay.
So you benefit. Now, everything you're doing on your phone and in that microphone and that lens is all science. It's all science.
Yeah.
It's all measurable, and we can repeat it in a lab.
Yeah.
We can repeat it because we know exactly how it works
Yeah.
and why it works.
Okay.
Okay. So that's an example of that. You are actually alive because you were able to fight off the diseases that killed so many people throughout history, like smallpox, diphtheria, mumps,
you are old.
measles,
Were you there for
cholera.
smallpox?
Yes.
You
Yes,
were
I
there.
was. Yes,
You were there.
Yes, I'm 57, so 56. So I remember.
Dude, he
smallpox.
keeps changing his age on the show,
Yes,
by the way.
yes. So
by the
Sam,
way, last week you were 55.
The vaccines
so
you got,
you're 64 years old.
The vaccines you got as a kid created an immune response that keeps you safe.
Nope.
That's why you survived childhood most likely. Okay. I know you say no. I know you say no.
No.
I know,
I mean,
but
you know.
No.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
No.
you have to.
Okay. So Sam is clearly a beneficiary of science he doesn't understand, and the great accomplishment of Western civilization is that he doesn't have to understand it. He has the luxury of saying things like this. Watch, which is exactly what he's saying.
Right.
Literally, the amount of things he's saying.
How did I say it?
It has. It's just that sound. When you hear Sam talking about science, just turn the channel to. We should bleep out everything he's saying about science with that sound on a loop.
Yeah.
So,
all right, can we get into something else because Bryan lost that?
but you know what I'm saying, Sam?
No,
How do you explain
Bryan,
that?
literally, there's about 1,000 episodes of me
So
not
do you
understanding
believe in
what you're
science?
saying.
You believe in science? Why does that mic
Some
work?
science.
Do you know why that mic works?
I don't know, Bryan. Why does it work?
Okay, why?
So
But we
because
do
the
know.
microphone works, viruses exist. Is that what
Yes,
you're
yes,
telling me,
the
Bryan?
medical field.
Bryan,
The medical field works on the same principles.
Bryan,
The medical field works
do
on
we
the
have
same
health
principles.
officials telling us masks work?
That is absolutely.
Nope. Stop. Next story.
They're not scientists, though.
Next.
They're not scientists.
Who? You got to point to who that's for.
That's for the Shire theme is always for both of you.
Okay.
Alright, time for some unwarranted advice from your boy. If you are ever in an argument with someone and you're getting as worked up as Bryan is getting in this clip, and the person across the room from you is smiling and laughing and looks like they're having fun, maybe just try to take a step back and breathe a little bit, because you're on your way to make an absolute fool out of yourself like this guy here.
Bryan, you're ridiculous.
Wait a minute. This guy's saying that science doesn't exist.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Bryan.
So
I'm saying
can I
not
get
all science is real.
Can I get a ruling on
We
this?
have different viewpoints on empiricism.
No,
okay?
no, that's not
Thank
a
you.
viewpoint.
I
He
don't
doesn't
even know
believe
what
in
that means.
empiricism. Empiricism means the measurable, that which you can measure.
Okay, Bryan. go on.
But so
Yes.
what health science do you believe in?
I am smart. He's
You're
intelligent.
saying exo. What is it? Exo.
Exosome, it's cell shit.
Yeah. Exosome is cell shit.
Yeah. So all these sciences must be wrong, and Sam's right.
Yep.
Terrain theory.
Yep.
Yeah. Terrain theory being that if
You
your
know
body,
the guy who came up with
if your
germ
body
theory
is-
said terrain theory was right.
If your body,
he said it, Bryan. Bryan, this is the problem with
I
the
know
show.
about terrain theory.
Bryan never learns a lesson.
Terrain theory is the
It's
idea.
like memento.
Not true.
It's memento.
So Bryan is all of a sudden Mr. Science guy and saying, you know, science is everything. Science is this microphone. Science is this hat. Science is my hair. And yeah, he might be right, but all Sam is saying is that these people, the bureaucrats who come out with these scientific facts often, they come out and these facts are bullshit. And time after time again, it has been exposed that a lot of the shit we are told from these people is bullshit. And that is all that Sam is saying. It's like, dude, chill the fuck out, bro. You're not one of them. As bad as you want to be one of them, you're not in the CIA, you're not in the FBI, you're a fucking comedian who's canceled, and you're lucky that Sam is letting you on his platform. So how about you chill the fuck out?
Brian has to now write down every time he learns something on the show. We've already talked. Pasteur said terrain theory was right. He said on it, he's like, I'm dying. Terrain theory, right.
I know, Sam, went. You're rehashing the oldest, most simplified arguments in the world.
Brian,
you don't think I heard this 25 years ago?
Let's go back to how the fires were done by Oprah.
This is why people say drink raw milk. Louis Pasteur said it was. You're rehashing rudimentary, played out tropes.
Here we go. Let's watch this. Brian, this is in Canada, I believe, right?
Yep.
So let's watch this, Brian. I would love to hear your theory on why the houses are burning and the trees are not. Let's hear it. The mice are in the bear. Moither.
Well, that's a ridiculous question and a ridiculous video.
The moither.
Because those are conifer trees. Conifer trees are a lot more moist and harder to burn than the tinder boxes around it. That's why. That's exactly why. Nobody was setting fire to these houses. That's a wildfire. And again, Sam,
Brian,
you don't
it's
know
literally
much about
not
fire.
a wildfire. It's literally not a wildfire.
You don't know anything about fire.
Science guy, it's not a wildfire when nothing wild is on fire. Okay? Show me one thing that was wild in there that was on fire.
Fire burns. Fire will burn what's like if you have kindling. That's going to burn a lot faster than a wet log. A wet log.
You did this.
What do you mean?
You've done this.
Fire burns.
You
the
just
kindling.
need stuff that you know he refuses to admit.
Fire will burn a
cause
house.
chaos on this show.
Trees survive forest fires all the time.
Okay.
They do.
Brian, the forest, it's not a forest fire if the fire is not burning the forest.
Facts.
Sam with just a couple great comebacks right there. He goes, it's not a wildfire if nothing wild is on fire. It's not a forest fire if the forest is not on fire. And then Brian just looks defeated.
Thank you.
Yes, but trees survive forest fires.
You're just ridiculous.
They do. That's a fact.
Okay, this.
Oh, we got another TikTok video?
So what Brian, someone called into my other podcast, we do something where people called it, and this chick came, and she was so upset with Bryan Callen. I almost wanted to play it on the show. This chick, this is how angry she was. She was a white chick. By the end, she sounded black as fuck. That's how angry she was. And she was talking about how Brian refuses to realize that in this day and age, TikTok is a way to disseminate information. But because Brian is from a place where they used to have black and white television, okay, he doesn't understand.
TikTok's Chinese spyware.
But Brian, stop throwing out the baby with the bathwater, okay?
Now, for a lot of people, this is a hard one just to deal with, and it is kind of true these days. I know for myself, at least, this is my own experience here. Sometimes a video I'll search for that I've seen in the past, look for it on Google or YouTube, and I can't find it, and I'm like typing in all the main keywords that you would need to put in to find it, and then I go on to TikTok, type it in, and bam, there it is, like 20 fucking times. So I mean, this person's not wrong with saying that you can get a lot more information, surprisingly, on TikTok these days, but a lot of people just like look down upon that platform, which I understand why, because you know, that's what people think it is, but there is good shit on there.
All right, let's see this woman.
Watch this. This is nuts.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
She's gorgeous.
But when I realized that he was the captain in Vegas at the time of the shooting, that's why I was like, how did he get here? How did he get here? I covered another video how 50 days after he started this job, he asked for a 23% raise and they gave him 29% raise. He asked for $40,000 more, they gave him $50,000 more.
It's about to get real interesting.
Another thing to note is that he was still working in Las Vegas when he got this job, and there were 4 other candidates who were Lahaina residents. This guy had to sell his house, find a house, put his kid in school, while anyone who was already a resident of Lahaina or Maui wouldn't have to do any of that. Not only did they take him, they also gave him a fucking 30% raise within 2. Obviously, this is all very sketchy, right? I'm obviously very disturbed by this whole thing. Then Christmas Eve Sisters over here says, have you looked into Terry Jones's death? Wow. Terry Jones was a secretary, and she'd apparently worked for the department for like 30 years. And obviously, she was a Maui native. The timing on that is extremely fucking suspicious. So his raise is approved. Peltier's raise is approved February 9th, okay? Before I get into Terry Jones, I found this letter while I was researching it.
This is really interesting. Listen to this.
I heard the tail end of her email is hawaii.rr.com, Dana Puckett. So I don't know if she works for them or what, but she writes a letter to the salary.commission at co-Maui. I'll show you. She writes this email, okay? Clearly, the residents were having the same problem about this guy that we are. I'm writing in regards to the Maui Police Commission getting a pay raise to Chief John Peltier from $158 per year to $205 after only 50 days on the job. The Maui Police Commission has already altered Hawaii revised statute HB number 1534 to allow both the chief and a deputy chief of police to bypass the Hawaii residence requirement of 1 year. So
okay, stop it.
Okay, here's my problem, guys, and you have to be, I mean, this is a real problem. So now you guys are fucking, all you conspiracy guys are putting this fucking dude on blast, and you don't know for real. So what you're doing right now, hold on. is you're taking, all you guys are taking this chief of the emergency response, and you're trying to ruin his fucking life.
What do you?
All your
Oh my
rumors,
God,
and it's
Bryan.
irresponsible.
Brian,
it's irresponsible.
Brian, did you say what is the worst take I could take on this video?
So what are you doing?
Is that what you
so
did?
what are you doing?
Did you
You're
go in
doing
your little
the
bit
same thing with this guy Ray Epps. You guys did the same shit with Ray Epps
in the old library.
You did the same shit with Ray Epps. You're doing the same shit with
Right,
this.
because Ray Epps is a Fed. That's
He just got
why.
arrested.
Ray Epps is a Fed.
He just got arrested, Sam.
He's a Fed, Brian.
He got arrested.
Yeah,
okay?
because he's a Fed.
No, he's not a Fed.
He's a Fed.
No, he's not.
He
got
is
arrested.
A Fed. Brian, do you understand what that the
This is so
implications
irresponsible.
of
I'm
that?
not going to do this because I think it's irresponsible, and you're fucking putting this guy on blast, and he's getting his life fucking harassed by a bunch of idiots who don't know anything.
Oh,
okay,
Brian.
and it's
Oh,
irresponsible.
God.
So let me get this
What
straight.
is the
So the fucking
worst
chief. So wait, the chief of
you
response.
could
He started the
fucking
fires.
imagine.
So the chief of response started the fires, and he's a murderer, and that's why. And he killed the secretary. Fucking bullshit, Sam. Not cool when you do that to someone.
Brian, do you know
don't
that he
anything.
told people they couldn't leave?
Shut up. I'm not doing
Brian,
that.
no.
I'm going to walk
because
off.
You,
If we're going to do
you
this, I'm
can
going to
walk off,
Fuck
Brian.
Fuck
because
off.
we're in
all
a
you
fucking
guys
battle
are now. So you're going to
for
dox
good and
him.
evil.
So now this guy's going to walk around and
Brian,
he's
we're in
going
a
to ruin his
battle
fucking
of
life.
good versus evil right now.
Sam,
Brian,
you don't know this guy. You don't know the
Brian,
fucking details.
this
And this is
is
where your
going
bullshit.
to
This is where your
come.
bullshit and all your fucking people go after one guy and ruin his
All
life.
your fucking
So
people.
you're going after this guy. He
Yeah.
already fucked up.
Brian,
he might have been just shitty at his job. How about that?
Brian,
But now you guys are tying in the fucking
Brian,
Vegas shooting
there-
with this guy, and he's
Yeah.
responsible for the Vegas shooting and this. And
No.
let's go after him. It's fucking retarded shit. You should not do this.
Brian,
This is where I draw the line.
Sam,
And if Brian
Sam.
says to you,
I'm not going to do it. If you guys, I'm going to
Okay.
No, we're not
I'm
doing
gonna
it anymore.
leave.
We're not doing
If you're
it
going to talk about this,
anymore.
if we're going to bring this guy up, I'm
serious.
going to
We're
leave.
not doing
No,
it
it's
anymore.
serious. It is
care.
serious.
I do care.
It is
Sam,
serious because
Sam.
you ruin people's lives when you do this.
okay,
All you
no,
fucking assholes
no.
ruin
Okay,
people's
all right, all
lives.
right.
if you
It's
don't
fucking stupid.
put
I'm
this
not-
out,
I'm not
I
putting
will
it out.
lose my
Yeah, because
skull.
you want to gang up on somebody. You don't even know about this
Yeah,
guy. You
I
want to
do
ruin his
know
life.
what it is,
You want to ruin
Brian.
this guy's life. Do you know much about this guy?
Brian,
You don't know shit about this
God,
guy.
Can we take a
No,
break,
no,
please?
you
No,
fucking
Brian.
guys want to fucking
Brian,
no, dude. You're going after this guy. You don't know shit about this
Yeah,
guy.
Brian,
Do you know about this guy? So you think this guy should be in jail? He's a fucking murderer.
Brian, I
That's what
think
you're
you should
saying.
ask questions on what
Bullshit.
happened
You're
here,
saying he's a
Brian.
murderer,
I'm
Sam.
asking-
He's got kids.
I'm
It's
saying,
fucked up.
Brian, I'm saying,
No, you
yeah,
guys
Brian,
ruin people's
you know
lives
what
with
they
this
did?
bullshit.
People lost their kids.
Oh,
That's
fucking,
the question
so
we should
he's
ask.
responsible?
Brian, no, but
He's
we're
working for the
asking
government?
questions
No, you're
on
not
why
asking
this
questions.
guy,
No, you're not.
Why
No, you're
did
not
this
asking
guy
questions.
tell people they couldn't leave?
Who the fuck knows,
Why
Sam? He
did the
fucked up.
cops not
Because
let
it's a
people
tsunami
leave?
thing.
No,
It's
this
allowed,
guy
right?
is having a fucking Brian is Brian
No,
is
'cause I go- 'cause
yeah,
I'm not
100%.
doing this.
Okay, bye. Have a great day. No, Brian.
You're doxing somebody?
No, Brian, we're asking questions because people died, Brian. We're asking questions because people died.
Few moments later.
We're back. We're back. I want to
Okay? I never left. I've been here the whole time.
I want to apologize.
Okay, thank you.
apologize.
Just get out your dates and let's all
got-
go home.
I got a
Daddy's
little-
got a life to live. Somebody was 30 minutes late and walked off.
I got a little heated.
Okay.
I don't think it's right to take someone
Don't go back into it
who is
because you're going to get some
responsible.
emotions.
I don't think it's
Just say
right to
goodnight.
take
Sorry.
a government bureaucrat who already
Okay.
fucked up
Brian.
and actually call him a murderer.
Sam, just let him go.
because
Just
because
let him go.
online, what happens online, guys,
angry.
what
Just
happens
let him go.
online, guys, is that when enough people do that, that person's life is not only ruined, but they get harassed over and over again, the way the parents at Sandy Hook did. And I think that's where we have to draw the line.
All right.
And Sam is not being responsible.
Okay.
But I'm calm now.
Okay.
I want to apologize for my outburst, but not apologize.
Okay.
Because sometimes
So
I think
where are you gonna be, Brian?
Some things
Where are
are
you gonna
worth,
be, Brian?
Some things are worth losing your
Where are
mind
you gonna
over,
be?
and that's one of them.
Yep.
Okay, so a couple things here. How come he sides with, you're gonna ruin this one guy's life when there's been thousands of people's lives who have been ruined, who are under this guy's rule when he's the sheriff in charge, when he's the one who put in some of these laws that caused some of these issues, that this whole Maui weirdness, everything surrounding it is a little fishy. And just the fact that he was the main sheriff involved with the whole Las Vegas shooting. I mean, how you gotta look at that and be like, what the hell is going on here? And why is this guy once again involved in another really shady situation? And then he brings in Ray Epps. Honestly, if you defend Ray Epps, you're a fucking fed. Straight up. I mean, who defends Ray Epps, dude? Like, if you don't know, Ray Epps was the one guy who was totally caught on film on January 6th saying, let's march to the Capitol, we're going in multiple times, like 10 different fucking shots of him saying this shit. And now everybody who is on film going into the Capitol that day, they all got arrested except for one person, and it's the person who was filmed the most. It's fucking Ray Epps. And then the media even tried to back Ray Epps, saying that this ruined his life and him being a Donald Trump supporter has just totally been the worst thing ever for him and blah 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 blah, when everybody else involved with January 6th they don't give a fuck about. So fuck that. How do you defend that? Dude, fuck out of here with that shit. and how he just belittles, oh, Sam's people, the people who watch Sam's stuff, as if they're all just dumb, idiot, fucking low-life retards, and, you know, none of them have any sort of philosophical thoughts that could ever be anywhere near Bryan Callen. Just like, fuck you, dude. Like, who do you think you are? You're the fucking, actually, the low-life who had the fucking pretty, I mean, I guess you can just call it this, shady background with lots of allegations and shit. And so why do you think you're better than anyone? And what are you trying to defend people because, oh, the mean people of the internet come after people like your boy Brendan Schaub? Fuck out of here with that shit. I thought you were the man, Bryan, and you're acting like a little bitch. And it's just really fucking silly to see. And honestly, he tries to have this high morale, but dude, he is just a low fucking guy. I lost a lot of respect for him in this video. And you see the way that when Brendan Schaub comes in, he looks up, oh, sorry. It's like, what the fuck? Why don't you ever speak this way to Brendan when Brendan's saying the dumbest shit ever? That's what people would actually like to see. Instead of you trying to belittle Sam and his fucking people. I don't know. It's just a really dumb take by Bryan. A really unfortunate situation from him. This is honestly the last thing that guy needs, probably. I mean, they've just been one L after another from the whole Fighter and the Kid and the whole subreddit and everything. They just are just walking L's. And then this is the last thing that he needs on his plate. But hey, if you're gonna act like a little bitch, you're gonna get the consequences that come with that. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment sections what you think. Do you think Bryan was justified in how he acted, or do you think he is completely out of line, acting like a fucking idiot, and you're on my side? Or are you being like, oh no, dude, like Sam's people probably work at PF Chang's, dude, like the way I think of them is like the same way I would like look at a homeless cat. Are you on that side? I don't know. Once again, it is your boy Swervin of Swervin Media. I hope you have a fantastic day, a great weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.